Hey everyone, welcome back to SpeakNext English Podcast. I'm Sophia.
Hello, dear friends. I'm James. So happy you're here today.
Seriously, seeing you here always makes our day so much better.
If you're new here, please subscribe to our channel right now.
Hit that bell so you never miss our conversations together.
And welcome back to all our amazing returning listeners today.
Today's topic is something that literally changed how the world works.
We're talking about remote work culture and its incredible rise everywhere.
This one is personal for me because I work remotely myself, actually.
Really? Tell us your story, Sophia. How did you start working remotely?
So 3 years ago, my company offered a work-from-home option.
Was it exciting or scary when they first offered that to you?
Honestly, both. I was thrilled, but also completely terrified at the same time.
That combination of excited and terrified is so relatable to everyone.
I wondered if I'd actually be productive working from my apartment alone.
And could you? Were you actually productive working from home at first?
First week was a disaster, honestly. I worked from my bed in pajamas.
The classic work from home beginner mistake right there, everyone.
By noon, I was watching Netflix, thinking nobody would notice at all.
Oh, wow. So you struggled with the discipline aspect initially quite a bit.
Completely. Remote work sounds amazing, but it requires serious self-discipline, always.
That's such an important insight for anyone considering remote work right now.
Okay, so let's properly define remote work for our English learners today.
Yes, not everyone knows exactly what remote work means in English, clearly.
Remote work means doing your job from anywhere outside the traditional office.
So instead of commuting to an office, you work from home or anywhere.
People say, I work remotely, or I'm a remote worker, very commonly now.
Or I work from home, which is probably the most casual, everyday phrase.
WFH is even the popular abbreviation people use in messages and emails constantly.
Oh yeah, my boss texts WFH tomorrow and everyone knows what that means immediately.
It's become such standard vocabulary in modern workplace conversations everywhere globally.
Now let's talk about how remote work culture actually started growing so rapidly.
Because it didn't just suddenly appear, there was a gradual buildup before everything.
Right, technology made remote work possible long before it became truly mainstream globally.
Video calls, cloud storage, project management tools, they all enabled remote work gradually.
Cloud storage, let's explain that because learners might not know that term clearly.
Cloud storage means saving files on internet servers instead of just your computer.
So you can access your work documents from any device, anywhere in the world.
Exactly. That flexibility is what makes remote work truly practical and achievable today.
Before cloud technology, you were tied to one specific office computer, basically always.
Now your work travels with you wherever you go, which is incredible, honestly.
People say everything is saved in the cloud as a completely normal work statement.
Or I can access that file remotely from home, meaning from outside the office.
These phrases come up constantly in modern workplace conversations. Learners should know them.
Now let's talk about the vocabulary around remote work tools people use daily.
Because there's so much specific language around video calls and online collaboration now.
The most important tool phrase is probably jumping on a call in English.
Oh yes, let's jump on a call means let's have a quick video or phone meeting.
It sounds so casual, but it's used in professional settings all the time, constantly.
I hear it every single day in my work conversations without any exaggeration.
Can we hop on a quick call is another version meaning the exact same thing.
Both jump on and hop on suggest it's quick and easy to arrange quickly.
Not a formal, scheduled meeting, just a casual, quick conversation between colleagues.
That informality is actually a big part of remote work culture vocabulary and style.
People also say, let's sync up, meaning let's briefly coordinate and share updates.
Sync up, like synchronizing, getting everyone on the same page together quickly.
Exactly. Can we sync up this afternoon about the project is totally natural.
Or let's do a quick sync to make sure we're aligned on this.
Aligned means everyone agrees and understands the same plan or direction clearly.
I use aligned in work conversations literally every single week without fail.
It's one of those words that sounds professional but means something really simple.
Are we all aligned? Meaning, does everyone understand and agree with the plan?
Perfect use, James. Now let's talk about the actual rise of remote work culture.
The pandemic was obviously the massive turning point for remote work, globally, everywhere.
Suddenly, companies that said remote work was impossible were doing it completely overnight.
Millions of people set up home offices in their bedrooms and living rooms quickly.
And many discovered they were actually more productive outside the traditional office environment.
Studies showed many workers completed more work remotely than in the office, actually.
Which surprised a lot of managers who doubted remote work's effectiveness initially and loudly.
There's a phrase, managing by presence, that describes old-school management thinking, actually.
Managing by presence means thinking employees are productive only when you can physically see them.
It assumes if you can't see someone working, they must not be working at all.
Remote work completely challenged and changed that outdated way of thinking about productivity.
Now the focus shifted to results and outcomes rather than just hours sitting at a desk.
People say, I'm judged on output, not hours, as a positive remote work statement.
That shift in thinking is called a results-oriented work environment, or ROWE for short.
ROWE means your performance is measured by what you achieve, not when you're online.
What a liberating concept for employees who work better at different hours, honestly.
Some people are incredibly productive at 6 in the morning before anyone else is awake.
Others do their best creative thinking late at night when everything is quiet around them.
Traditional 9-to-5 schedules don't account for individual human productivity rhythms at all.
That's why flexible hours became such a huge benefit in remote work conversations everywhere.
Flexible hours, or flex time, means you choose when during the day you actually work.
People say, I love that I have flexible hours in my remote position right now.
Or, my remote job offers flex time, which works perfectly for my family schedule.
That work-life integration aspect is constantly discussed in remote work culture conversations today.
Work-life integration is a newer phrase, replacing the older term work-life balance, actually.
What's the difference? They sound quite similar to me, honestly. Explain it, Sophia.
Balance suggests work and life are completely separate things you must carefully balance perfectly.
But integration suggests they naturally blend together in a more flexible and fluid way.
Like answering emails during your child's school pickup isn't bad, it's integrated life.
Oh, so instead of keeping them totally separate, you allow them to flow together.
Exactly. And remote work makes this kind of integration much more practically possible daily.
People say remote work allows better work-life integration for me personally quite often now.
Or, I appreciate how my remote job integrates with my lifestyle and personal needs.
Now let's talk about the challenges of remote work, because it's not all positive, honestly.
Right. Remote work has real downsides that people discuss openly and honestly today.
The biggest one is probably isolation and feeling disconnected from colleagues over time.
When you work from home, you lose those casual hallway conversations with coworkers.
Small office interactions like getting coffee together or chatting between meetings just disappear.
These interactions actually build relationships and team culture in ways we don't always realize.
People say, I miss the office social aspect, or I feel isolated working remotely alone.
Isolation is a real challenge that many remote workers genuinely struggle with daily, honestly.
People have tried to address this with virtual team building activities and online social events.
Virtual team building, that's such a specific remote work phrase people use constantly now.
It means organized online activities designed to help remote team members bond together somehow.
Like virtual coffee breaks, online games, or video call social hours after work ends.
People say we have virtual team building every Friday afternoon to stay connected as a team.
Or, our company invests in virtual team building to maintain our remote culture and spirit.
Another big challenge is what people call Zoom fatigue, which is incredibly real today.
Zoom fatigue. Even if you use different platforms, this phrase applies to all video calls.
It means feeling exhausted and drained from too many video calls throughout the workday.
Video calls require more mental energy than regular phone calls or in-person meetings, honestly.
You're constantly watching yourself, watching others, managing your background, maintaining eye contact artificially.
It's mentally exhausting in a way that's hard to explain until you experience it personally.
People say I'm completely zoomed out today, meaning they've had too many video calls.
Or, I have Zoom fatigue. Can we do this as an audio call instead, please?
Completely natural phrases that any remote worker would immediately understand and relate to deeply.
Now let's discuss the language around setting up a productive home office environment.
Because working from home requires a good physical setup to actually be effective daily.
People talk about creating a dedicated workspace as really important for remote work success.
Dedicated workspace means a specific area used only for work, not for relaxing or sleeping.
This separation helps your brain switch between work mode and relaxation mode more effectively.
When I started working remotely, I worked from my dining table for 3 months straight.
Oh no, how did that affect your productivity and personal life at home?
I couldn't stop thinking about work when eating dinner because I worked there all day.
Because your brain associated that table with both work and meals simultaneously, without separation.
Exactly. It blurred the boundaries between work time and personal time really badly for me.
So, having a dedicated workspace creates psychological separation between work and personal life.
People say I set up a dedicated home office last year and it changed everything completely.
Or, having a dedicated workspace improved my focus and work-life separation dramatically and quickly.
Now let's talk about remote work communication phrases that come up absolutely constantly today.
Because communication is even more important when you can't just walk to someone's desk.
The phrase keeping everyone in the loop is essential in remote work environments daily.
In the loop means making sure everyone has the latest information and important updates.
People say, I'd like to keep my manager in the loop about my project progress always.
Or, can you keep me in the loop about any decisions made during that meeting?
Not being in the loop creates confusion, missed work, and real frustration among remote teams.
Another important phrase is transparency in remote work, being very open and clear always.
Transparency means sharing information openly without hiding things from teammates or management above you.
Remote work requires more intentional transparency because casual information sharing doesn't happen naturally anymore.
People say our team culture values transparency, especially in our remote work environment today.
Or, I practice transparency by sharing daily updates with my team about my work progress.
Now let's discuss asynchronous communication, which is huge in modern remote work vocabulary everywhere.
Asynchronous. That sounds complicated, but it's actually a really simple concept to understand.
Break it down for us, Sophia. What does asynchronous communication mean simply?
Asynchronous means not happening at the same time, like recording a message instead of calling.
So instead of everyone needing to be available simultaneously, you communicate at different times.
Someone sends a detailed message, the other person responds when they're available and ready.
That's perfect for teams working across different time zones around the world remotely.
Which is increasingly common as companies hire talent globally, regardless of physical location.
People say we communicate asynchronously to accommodate our international remote teams' different schedules.
Or, I prefer async communication because it lets me respond thoughtfully when I'm ready.
Async is the shortened version people use in casual conversations and messages constantly now.
Can you async me the details, meaning send information I can review on my own time?
Now let's talk about the return to office debate because it's everywhere in English media.
Oh, yes. This debate has been massive, and the vocabulary around it is so important.
Return to office, or RTO, has become a very contested phrase in workplace conversations globally.
Many companies started requiring employees to come back after years of remote work arrangements.
And many employees pushed back strongly because they'd built their lives around remote flexibility.
There's a phrase, hybrid work model, that became the compromise many companies settled on eventually.
Hybrid means combining both, some days in the office, some days working from home.
People say, my company went hybrid. I'm in the office Tuesday and Wednesday each week.
Or we have a hybrid model where teams decide their own office days collaboratively together.
The hybrid model tries to balance company needs for collaboration with employee desires for flexibility.
There's also hot desking, which comes with hybrid work arrangements in modern offices today.
Hot desking means you don't have an assigned permanent desk in the office anymore at all.
You just grab whatever available desk you find when you come in that particular day.
Some people love the flexibility of hot desking. Others really miss having their own permanent space.
People say our office switched to hot desking when we went hybrid. It's an adjustment, honestly.
Or, I don't mind hot desking as long as I can find a quiet, focused area to work.
The remote work revolution really changed so many fundamental aspects of office culture and vocabulary.
Language evolved rapidly to describe all these new ways of working that emerged globally.
And knowing this vocabulary helps you participate in modern workplace conversations confidently and naturally.
Whether you work remotely yourself or just discuss this topic with others around you.
Let's wrap up with some final, really useful remote work phrases for our listeners today.
Digital nomad means someone who works remotely while traveling to different locations around the world.
Bandwidth in work context means your capacity to take on more tasks or responsibilities currently.
Like, I don't have the bandwidth for that project right now, meaning I'm too busy.
Deliverables means the specific outcomes or work products you're responsible for completing by deadlines.
Check-in means a brief, scheduled conversation to discuss progress and any challenges facing you.
Sign-off means ending your workday officially, like logging off and stopping work completely.
People say, I'm signing off now, see everyone tomorrow at the end of remote workdays.
All of these phrases will serve you incredibly well in any modern workplace conversation today.
Remote work culture is here to stay, and knowing this vocabulary keeps you relevant and informed.
All right, everyone, thank you for spending this time learning with us today at SpeakNex English.
If this episode was helpful, please give it a like right now. It truly matters.
Subscribe to SpeakNex English Podcast so you never miss our conversations and lessons.
Share this with a friend who works remotely or wants to work remotely someday.
Leave a comment telling us if you work remotely and how you feel about it.
We genuinely love reading your comments and hearing about your real-life experiences.
Thank you so much for being here with us today at SpeakNex English Podcast.
Take care, dear friends. Stay productive and keep learning English every single day.
Goodbye, everyone, and remember, wherever you work from, keep growing and learning, always.
Bye-bye, friends. See you in our next episode very soon together.